Are we really doing this for the passion, or are we just all glorified attention seekers on social media? You have your answer if you're watching. You might want to sit down for this.
Oi, sit down lah.
Hey guys, today we have a special guest. He is Jenhan and he's promoting his new show. Jenhan, what's your new show about?
Okay, my new show is called Like This, Like That. Okay, and just like Taylor Swift, the show is only in Singapore.
Oi.
For now.
Good.
Okay. For now, okay. It's not exclusive, not my choice, other people's choice.
Okay.
So it's 18th to the 20th of July at the Wild Rice Theatre. Beautiful space.
Yep, it is.
Yeah,
It is.
and you're gonna be there?
I'm gonna be there to watch, and I'm also opening for you, I believe.
Yes, you are.
Jason Leong is also opening for you.
Yes, he
You're
is.
bringing
Different
down
nights. Is it?
different nights.
Different nights. Yes, 3 nights.
Three nights he got
Yeah.
show.
At this point, the tickets sell themselves.
So
please.
okay, I have to say, last year was the first time I performed in Singapore. Right, I was so blown away by the support. So I thought I'd do more shows this year.
You're very brave.
I have already outsold the amount of tickets from last year.
Come on!
Hey!
So
Only upwards.
please come. Please come.
please
Okay?
come.
Don't stop here. Don't stop here.
Be-
Please come.
Be a part of that number.
If you guys are watching this and you look at him and you're like, this guy cute, I want to come. Perfect.
Whoa.
Tickets in his bio. You can find him
Yeah.
at Kuah Jenhan.
Yeah,
On Instagram.
if you find me cute, that will be a good thing because even not funny, you can see the face.
Ah.
But it's funny.
Which
It's
night
funny.
is he opening?
1920.
1920, yeah,
Okay.
1920. I'm okay. Not to blow smoke up my own
Okay.
like
okay.
gaping
Chasm.
chasm, right?
Oh,
Like, I honestly love this show,
Okay.
Okay.
and like I love performing this show a lot.
That's the
Yeah.
confidence you should have.
Yeah, so I've done this show. I've done this show before. Right now, I've rewritten this show.
Okay.
Yeah, and
See you there.
All right.
See you there.
See
I
you
really enjoy. I can't wait to perform.
So guys, remember, go catch his tickets before they sell out.
Don't
Jenhan's
catch
in
the ticket.
Singapore.
Buy
Yes.
ticket, catch the show.
Buy the
Buy
tickets.
ticket,
Yeah.
Catch the show. You guys have been told. You can find him, find the bio. You know what to do. And now on to the episode. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of You Might Want to Sit Down.
We gotta.
Out for this.
We gotta. Okay.
R.I.P. people, earphones in the morning. Wow, it's another week. It's another thing. How you guys doing? How you guys been?
Yeah.
They can answer you, man.
No, you.
Oh,
Good,
we.
Happy.
Good. Happy.
Happy.
So today's topic is about attention seekers. That's why we have this lineup today.
Wow. This is the prime lineup.
This is
Okay, as someone who has 14.2k followers,
Okay.
I'm a bit offended. Okay,
a bit.
Okay.
I'm 14.2k offended.
Okay. Just that much lah.
That's that much.
It's okay, got space to grow. About 95.8 more to grow.
Okay.
Jolene, you've prepared a very interesting topic for us today.
And a very interesting lineup
And a very interesting
to talk
lineup.
about this topic.
Because, some say we do it professionally,
Yes.
but does it come from a place deep inside?
Yeah.
100%.
And do the likes affect the mentals?
Yes. Yes.
the mentals.
Okay, that's all the time I have today. The answer is yes, thank you. Good night.
No, the
Yes.
mentals. You have to do.
Okay,
the
let's just explain the lineup
Yes,
first,
yes,
okay?
yes.
Okay.
Explain the
We
lineup.
have stand-up comedians / content creators / account ad account agency people.
Yes.
And we all dabble in the realm of
Social media.
What is social media? to
Actually,
you?
I'm new to this, but I'm new. I'm new to this. Hello, nice
Comedy
to meet you.
or
Thank you.
like social
To
media?
everything, I think at this point.
Shit.
But yes.
What do you think social media is?
Wow.
Okay, so what I know it's not.
Okay.
And because I've been in an agency, right?
Mm.
A lot of people in the agency, especially those who are older, right? They still call social media as new media. Now, I know it's not new media
you
anymore.
serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It's very old actually. But
What?
before we start, maybe we should,
Introduce
introduce ourselves. Our
Yeah.
name
And
Would be great.
would be great.
And,
I will
that's
start.
true.
I
That's
will
true. I
start.
thought people know already.
No lah.
Let's
some
go lah,
of
up
them-
and coming influencers. Let's go.
Not yet. Hi
Oh, I
everyone.
see.
My name is Graeme.
Alright,
I'm
alright.
account manager in Black Sea.
Hey Graeme, what's up? You are?
Hi, I'm at Kuah Jenhan.
You see it? You see it?
Which is my name lah. Which is my
Okay,
name.
okay.
Like
Okay, I'm
every-
Oh, with the
I
ad
see,
in your IC.
I'm going to change my name. I said, abang boleh add itu A ada kosong punya.
Okay.
That's crazy.
I'm Jenhan. I'm a stand-up comedian. And I
Up and coming influencer.
I am up and coming for many years now. I've been so up, so coming.
That's crazy. Up and coming. That's the difference.
And then it's just Ming and you. Yeah, we've been here a long time already.
Okay, with those today. Back to the question.
Yes.
Social media is what to you? What do you say? What you know what it's not?
Yeah. So I know what is not. It's not new anymore. It is. It depends on how you use it, right? But definitely it's a form of like reaching out and communication. And it's almost like a different medium of meeting people.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah.
Ming, what do you think social media is to you?
I hate it.
Oh shit.
I think social media is no longer a platform, right? It's actually a way of thinking already now.
It's a mindset.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like it's a layer that exists in life that cannot be erased anymore.
It's like this new angle that if you are unable to think in that angle, you just won't get it entirely. And if you can, you get it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's social media today.
Yeah.
So
I agree. It penetrates to different aspects of life also.
Hey, don't need to use dirty language.
Hey, up and coming is like this one.
Coexist.
Coexist.
With different
I was
mediums.
uncomfortable with the way
I don't like this.
Yeah.
As an up and coming influencer yourself,
Yes.
how is your view of social media coming together?
Okay. Last time,
Before up and coming.
before up and coming,
Before up and coming.
I didn't understand social media.
Really?
I post what people react to my story, but nobody follow me. Last
Okay.
time,
That's right. But then suddenly
I chose to be consistent
and entertain.
and entertain. Then the numbers start lah.
Do you feel like it's starting to affect your psyche?
Yes, a bit.
Okay, I think you should not ask him. You should ask us
but
if it has
I
affected
see.
his psyche.
Wow.
The answer is yes. The answer is yes.
I see.
Yes, I feel yes.
Can you
Okay.
explain just a bit what that means
Before they have
we-
their take
No,
on it.
Yes.
before we dive into the rest of
Before they
it,
have to take
like really quickly, because I feel like if there's anybody like the perfect person to ask
Right
is
now.
you right now in
Yeah.
this season.
Yeah.
How has it affected you?
First off, I
First
want to
off.
say I'm very grateful for good friends around me.
You mean your props, is it?
No. Like Ming you.
Oh, okay.
Example is how it affected my psyche is I'm chasing for that next video.
Oh.
So I've been doing that, which is very dangerous, I feel. So
A
that
bit,
day I
a
was
bit.
talking to Vivian about
You mean our Vivian?
Our Vivian.
Okay.
About like, okay, what should I, how can I make people fight again? Okay, context.
Oh, I
Recently, I posted a Vitagen
The Vitagen video. I see.
People
I
really
see.
fight.
Correct.
And then like I was talking like, how I want to make people to fight. Maybe I say this, say that.
I see,
And
I
then
see.
Ming Yu was at the side and he said, but it's not you. It's fake.
Correct.
You're just making that to make
You want the
people fight.
result.
I just want the result.
You want the
and then
result.
I stopped and okay, correct.
Then
He's
when
right.
you went back to the mirror, who am I?
Who am I actually? Yeah.
Who
So
is
that's how
that
it
girl I
affected my
see?
psyche, I feel. I've been chasing that. Okay,
But can I ask, what is the objective of doing this?
Initially, it was 10K. Initially.
Oh, you mean
to
like
reach
followers?
10K followers.
So your metric of success is follower count.
yeah.
I
correct.
see.
Now
Literally.
it's-
Congrats.
Congrats.
Got cake already, we got.
So
Yeah.
it's now it becomes
But can
never
I just
enough.
before
Now
that
it's
can I just say like earnestly and from the bottom of my heart I got 10K first. I have 10K first.
You see, this is why he's here today.
It's true. It's true.
the reason Jolene chose him.
I have 10K first and I didn't have to buy a new microphone.
Oh my god.
and he didn't have to post every day.
Graeme was boasting about buying a new microphone at like, I don't know, 8.6K or something like that. It's so embarrassing.
I don't know what is this. What?
Okay.
He posted one video and he 1 million view. I needed to post like 35 days, bro,
That's true.
straight.
Hey man, different journey.
Crazy,
Different journey.
but
Different
it's
journey.
different journey. Yeah, yeah.
Different journey, same peak.
What?
But I reached 15K first.
Hey.
Oh,
I reached
my
first.
god.
With the new mic. With
With
the new
the
mic.
new mic.
Of the new mic.
Quality up.
It's with the new mic.
Quality up, quality up. We're talking about this today because, sorry, I mean, you want to say, oh yeah, what are your opinions of him?
Yeah.
Now, on this,
About okay. So,
On this
so
client,
for
we
sure,
Graeme.
for sure, his psyche changed, his personality changed.
I see.
Right?
Excuse me.
You see, he went overcoat already now.
Same.
He went,
I'm same.
Yeah. Just now, we went to buy coffee. Right?
oh
We
shit.
are walking down in the hot sun. He puts on a jacket, just in
No,
case.
we are coming here, lah, bro, right after.
In case the people spot him, right?
Yeah, just in case the
It's
people
like, hey,
spot him.
you're the guy, you dress
Yeah.
so simply on.
Before
he's scared.
he's scared. Actually, you didn't see. He threw away the sunglasses and the mask already downstairs.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah. But I don't know why he's walking around holding Vitagen, like just. But got hint. But who am I?
Oh my god.
Okay. But in all honesty, like I think I enjoy teasing Graeme
shit.
because like he puts in the effort, right?
Yes.
But what is very joyful to see is like the effort got results, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Shut
never
up.
been in such close proximity to someone who's actively like
Up and coming.
making it.
Usually
Yeah.
got effort,
Making
no
work.
result. Is it? What?
Usually it's like that.
No,
lah.
usually got
Usually it's
got
like that.
effort, but it's not consistent.
Oh.
You know, you
Like
have
burst,
been
burst.
you have been posting like every single day, right?
Every
Yes.
day you're a different
Every day,
person.
yeah. Meanwhile, I just post one only, you know.
Okay, how
Just
did we get here again?
one only.
Okay.
And
1 million views.
And I say,
It's the same level of success with just one video.
I mean, yeah, different way to get there.
Different ways.
I mean, you have been front seat to both these idiots.
Yeah, it really.
What is your take on here?
I think this is on Graeme, is it?
Both of these at this point.
but also, can you share your point of view, because you did the same also, right? Like, you had a moment in
You
which
had a
you
grind.
posted.
You had a grind.
Yeah. During COVID era,
COVID.
people know me for like, hey, this guy who make videos during COVID, or like the morning guy.
The morning guy.
The morning guy.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
early morning.
Slight morning.
Right.
guy.
Okay.
The
I thought morning is in like MOURN, like morn.
Oh, sad.
Also that.
Yeah.
Also that.
Okay.
I think what we're talking about fame, right? Today.
We're talking about
Yes,
the
yes,
climb.
yes.
And,
The
yeah,
climb.
the climb for
It's the
them first.
climb. It's the climb.
Miley Cyrus, shout out.
Yes, shout out.
Mm.
There's always gonna be another mountain.
Yes.
Yeah.
10K,
I think-
20K.
I think the appeal of numbers and followers and then shares and likes and comments, right, makes people do interesting things, man. Like it is equal parts impressive in the way that you will be locked in to post every day, come up with a new idea every day. Because I'm sure like people are asking you like, how the heck do you come up with these ideas every day?
Yeah.
Right? And a lot of it is he will sit down, he'll write, he'll plan. But a lot of it is just like, hey, I just do this one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
equal parts effort, but also inspiration. But it's interesting because I feel like what's the like your question just now?
What do you-
goal?
what do you-
What's the goal?
Right,
Right?
what's the
I,
outcome?
so I asked that because like I think in my case it's very different. Like for me, I see myself as a comedian, so I do live shows. I want to sell tickets,
Yeah.
right? So for me, it's like I hope that this is a way people will find out about my work and then come to my shows.
Yeah.
Right. So I understand this is more old school, I guess.
Mm.
But in the purely social world,
Yeah.
I'm just curious, like, to what ends are you working this hard for? You know?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're talking.
Okay.
Okay.
I think to answer that, right? I think for me, initially it was to get 10K. And the reason is very simple. It's because we work in the digital space.
Yes.
We know that is sort of the unspoken number for brands if you want to get
Oh,
brands
really?
to work with
Start-
you.
Yeah.
Anything lower than that, like prior to 10K,
You're
Yeah.
considered nano
yeah,
influencer.
the
Nano.
Nano, you know.
nano.
Okay.
They
The
use,
inquiries that I've been getting are like
So after 10K, what is it called?
micro.
Micro.
Yes.
Oh, I have a micro, but not.
okay. But yeah, that was initially the goal, just to
I
get
see.
Yeah.
jobs.
Oh, okay. I kind of understand now. I think because I think maybe like Minghan and Ming, you guys are like the best example because like for me, I
What?
see it as like the end result, right? Is I sell ticket to a stage show, a live
Yeah,
show,
right,
right?
correct.
Whereas in the digital world, that is the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is the
correct,
stage
correct,
also, right?
correct.
Every day. Right now, the stage is known as Graeme's Kitchen.
Yeah.
So that's the stage. That's his live show every day.
Now that one is Jaiwan already. 10K.
I see.
Last time is like Jiao Tim. I don't know.
Oh, that one different. That one
No,
different.
that one music, sorry.
That one music.
I see,
What else?
I
The
see.
smaller one.
Oh, that makes sense actually. Like the more follower you have, the bigger your stage
Ah, yeah,
is.
yeah.
Yeah. Because today's topic is a very convoluted one.
Yeah.
It's very weird because, right, in this day and age, in the region where we're in, these numbers
Yeah.
are your currency. It's not the currency that you're paid, but it's the value and your bargaining chip
Okay.
for things.
Yeah.
You know? Because like let's be honest lah. If you rock up to a brand and you got 1 million followers,
Yeah.
the way a lot of people treat you is so very differently. Because you have an advertising board that they might want. You know, you have some clout you might want.
Yeah.
But the real thing is, what happens when the number gets higher and what you're chasing? Like you said, what's the end goal, right?
Yeah.
Like for most of the point, there's a very easy first end goal is to reach a certain threshold where you are perceived as valuable. It is true.
But it's true.
We're living
Unfortunately,
we're
it's
living
true.
in the
Yeah.
dystopian world right now,
Okay.
right? Because hey, you are valuable in your own right, but if you're in the digital media space
Yeah.
and you're in the social media space and you have hopes and dreams to be the one influencer that walks up to the hotel and they throw 3 days, 2 nights at you immediately.
It's kind of your portfolio and your CV.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah, the real question we're asking is, what does it do to you on the way there? You know, Joneen has asked the question, you know, is it really about the numbers or are we actually attention seekers?
Okay.
Because technically, you have to be very good at capturing attention if you want to make the numbers. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You have to be, I mean, you've done it very objectively in when you come to service clients.
Yeah.
You need engagement, you know, which
I want
hey,
to throw out a crazy observation
Okay.
before we
Okay.
jump into it because I feel like so it's crazy.
we don't-
Because I'm like, I really like some of the prompts that Jolene has prepared here. Like, for example, like what kind of validation do you chase?
yeah, so that's the one.
This is so good, right? Like for everyone, just quickly answer, right? Is it stuff like are you looking for the laughs? Are you looking for likes? Are you looking for people to come up to you and be like, I recognize you?
Okay.
Are you looking for ticket sales? Are you looking
Validation,
for shares?
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Okay,
what
choose
form of that?
your validation.
Very quickly, like, off the
Okay,
top of your head, what are you
so
looking for?
for me, ticket sales is not considered like a validation, lah, okay? But I think in my younger days, this is, you know, we have a default trauma, right? I think for me, for me is being accepted.
Yeah, 100%.
For me it's being accepted because I remember, okay, don't judge me, this last time, I am
Like 2
not
years
so
ago.
bad now. I'm not so
Is
bad.
it?
I'm upper and coming now.
coming
Okay,
now.
but when I was up and coming, right, I was I would actually ask like my ex-girlfriends, right? Like, I would ask them questions that I could never get answered from my parents, you know. Like I would literally ask that, so are you proud of me?
Yeah,
Which is a very heavy question.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I understand it
That's
completely,
why I
dude.
asked my wife.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Wow, I asked no one this question.
I see.
Then something's wrong there. You are either fully self-confident.
Yeah, he's maybe well adjusted or
correct.
the most broken.
Correct. It's either one.
Truly.
Yeah.
My
After every
radar
show,
is-
I
my
always
radar is
ask,
not
I
there.
always ask my wife, like, what do you think of it? Like,
Yeah.
are you? What was your favorite part? I'm only looking for her.
I see.
approval.
Her approval.
Aww.
Yeah. What does she normally? Is she honest with you?
She's damn honest with me.
So if it's not good, she said not good.
She scolded me about my Malacca show recently.
It's not good. When you walk back to where so is sitting so face is like this one. And then the smile is like,
Yeah.
But I think no, that's
What's
I
the
think
validation
The
that
base
you-
form is approval.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
It's acceptance, right?
Yeah.
The observation I was going to make is that I just throwing this out there that we can talk about it later on. It's really funny when I see people who create content, right? So for example, again, we put in context, Graeme creates content that is him playing characters in funny situations that are relatable to people.
basically it's
right.
the family friendly Johnny Sins.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
What if
Okay.
Johnny
Okay.
Sins?
Okay.
Shut up lah you. Okay.
Let me finish my observation
doctor.
first.
Correct.
He makes content that makes you laugh because it's relatable. So you look at him and you be like, oh, the correlation is correct, right? So fast forward this, what that could be like is that people will recognize him as, hey, he's the funny guy, right?
Okay.
And then, for example, let's say got brand deals
Yep.
and all these come in. They will all see him as the guy who makes content. He's known for his content,
Okay.
right? There are people in the internet, right,
Yeah.
who make content about a completely different thing. For example, they do like, they go and do fan cams at concerts. They go and interview celebrities and
Oh,
stars.
okay,
right?
Then they got a lot of followers.
And then they get followers not because of who they are, but because people want to see the celebrity.
Yeah.
But then because of fame, because they
Oh.
see these numbers, right,
Okay.
it warps their mentality to think
I'm famous.
I'm the famous one.
Okay, but hold on. Isn't that just traditional? Like, in the sense that they are like a Ryan Seacrest. You know, they are a personality who's
No,
interviewing
correct.
someone.
But
right?
that's if, because that's the host.
What I think your example is close to is like right now we live in an era where everyone can follow trend,
Yes.
right? And
Correct,
it's
yes.
the easiest to become famous now.
Yeah.
As long as you follow trends consistently, you will get following
Yeah.
because some people want to
Because
see you do the
your,
trend.
your number will be
Correct,
pushed.
correct.
But I
So-
feel like what you are trying to bring up is the quality of fame.
No, correct.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
so the first threshold is you will get famous if you follow trend. Right now, no one blinks if you do it for the likes. Because funny ma, you also do the get ready with me
Yeah.
in the morning. You also do the dance like this. You also do this. And it gets to like when you say it starts to warp the person where, hey, I'm getting big.
Oh, you think it's
I'm getting
But
famous.
actually, it's the trend that
But the trend is propelling you
Yeah,
forward.
correct.
And then the real chasm of validation starts.
Oh, chasm.
The chasm.
Chasm,
The
okay.
Gajala social. Because
Oh, what
the
a chasm.
gaping hole
Yeah.
is that you've ridden the diarrhea stream upstream,
wow, you're
That-
a shit salmon going
Yeah,
upstream.
basically it's
Okay,
a shit
okay.
salmon. to find that there is nothing there.
Yeah.
Because what happens, and this is a very, very
The
real
salmon
data.
go up, then they die. Then
Correct,
the kid eat
No, you,
the mom.
I mean, you really agree or not? A lot of influencers now are very big.
Yes.
But then when you are asked to do a tailor-made content based on your creativity,
then stuck now.
then it's stuck.
Mr. Chat, are
Who
you
am
here?
I?
Yeah. And then suddenly the validation spiral starts.
Yeah.
You want people to say, hey, I'm good at this, I'm good at this, I'm good at this.
Okay.
But that's one of the things like I think you're saying, right? Because a lot of people
Yeah.
can get famous,
Yeah.
but we don't know for what.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, so I think that people in the comments also got asked me like, oh, you should do this, you should do that. And okay, shout out to Blank Slate. I think right, it's how we've been doing our accounts where
You're
and
very
how
objective
the
about
thought
it.
process that we've
there's a
been
structure.
sort of quote unquote trained here is that I don't like trends.
Yeah,
Like,
correct.
we don't want to do trends. Like
Yeah.
even when brands come to us and say, hey, we should do this, do
Yeah.
that, we always propose something else to set
Yes.
the tone for your
Trend
own
should
branding.
be an amplifier,
Yeah,
not
and I
an
think
identity.
that's one thing that I kind of caught working here also, and it's what I try to do in my own content is that whatever the trend is, we always put a twist to it, put our own say to it, so that your personality and your character
Yeah.
also is being shown.
Yeah. The chasm begins when people realize that, hey, actually, I am famous, but the audience is like, but for what?
It's very easy to see, really.
So it's like again, like, I think it's quality of the fame, right?
Yeah.
That's why like I always struggle in this realm because of the gaping chasm.
The gaping chasm.
Because like for me, it's like in comedy, our objective is very clear. Right?
Yes.
Say words to get laughter. The exchange,
The transaction
the transaction very clear.
Mm.
If you famous, people will pay attention to you. Maybe give you 15 seconds max lah. But after that, right, if you're not funny, you're not funny.
Yeah.
Correct.
So that kind of fame.
Your platform is craft and skill validation based. But in a platform where it's validation based, anything flies as long as you hit the validation.
Right.
You know what I mean? As long as you hit the likes and the marks, right?
Yeah.
Because I think
I think the most painful position to be in,
Right.
like, at least for me, is like if you get famous, but then people are, oh, he's the famous guy. Famous for what? Don't know.
yeah.
I think, wow, I don't think I can do that.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of misplaced
Damn, that's good.
I think what Ming was trying to get at with all the bleeping there's a lot of misplaced actual skill that a lot of people are claiming that they have, but it's actually just fame from as a byproduct of following like social media things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So they try to it's a really big spiral because that everyone can take very pretty pictures.
Is this just a conversation about authenticity? Is that what people mean?
The technical industry term is authenticity.
Wow.
That's why all the famous people want to start podcasts and do
Yes.
our own
To
show.
try and show their
Are we talking
authenticity.
about ourselves?
No, it's true. It's 100% correct.
Yeah.
Wait, can you explain this concept to me?
So this
if
what
you
we're
realize,
doing.
if you realize a lot of not comedians,
Personalities.
personalities,
Influencers.
content creators, influencers.
Okay.
Now they want to start their own show.
Trajectory is to
or
always go
their
into a
own
podcast.
To show their personality.
Hey.
Cannot the one.
Okay, sorry,
But the
Jolene.
one
You
is
see how
good.
Jolene
got
jumped
No,
at
it's
the-
correct.
the character.
So it's correct. I agree with you.
Yeah.
你不要这样子啊。
Oh,
I
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to blanket statement this and be like, oh, it's not good.
Like
it's not correct.
everyone is, I get what you mean.
I feel like because again, today's topic is like fame. So whether it's authentic, whether you got it through your skill or by emulating a trend or just jumping on a bandwagon, fame is fame, whatever, right?
Yeah.
The point I was going to make was that really it's interesting to see how it warps people's perception because you start off thinking like, oh, I'm just doing this so people see it, right? And then suddenly, right, along the way, 50,000 followers in, I deserve a free hotel stay.
Oh, okay.
that one is
I
interesting
got more
to me.
extreme cases. We've been here since the start of it. We've had friends who go famous for like digital online content.
Okay.
I won't even say this is like you didn't audition for it. There was no proper like theater class or singing class.
Yep.
But these days, you get famous off doing trends and then you get a chance to like say place in a movie. Because the movie wants your clout.
Okay.
The movie wants your marketing.
Yeah.
Then it suddenly gets to me, I'm an actor.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey, sorry.
Cannot drop
We
sorry.
cannot drop names.
Sorry,
We need
sorry.
to beat
Hey,
everyone.
I know you get what I mean.
He's a good actor.
This one can keep in.
No one can tell me otherwise. I love.
But this,
He
but
started
okay,
filming this.
minor, but you know, it's also the same thing that Ming has a name to this. Famous off of trend content.
Yes.
And then suddenly
It doesn't translate, right?
Suddenly,
Okay, so
This one struck a chord in our heart.
But you see, right? Here's the crazy part. Here's the crazy part. The likes are so strong that they will support the craft.
Okay.
No matter the quality.
I see.
Okay.
Okay. But you get what I mean?
I get what you mean.
Yes.
And that is kind of why like it's so foreign to me. Because again, in the comedy world,
You
right,
can't do it the other way around.
there is,
You
no
can't make this
matter,
up.
okay, let's say
Correct.
if today, or not today, let's say me and Dave Chappelle somehow end up on the same show.
Yeah.
Okay. And I bring grade A material that I've practiced, I know is good.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle, maybe he off day, right?
And trying new things.
Trying new things, not funny. That day, the audience will go like, oh, Dave Chappelle not as funny.
Yes.
Like it's very fair one.
Yeah.
But whatever you're describing about how like the famous people suddenly they get and then become actor, right?
Yeah.
You want to know what is the stand-up comedy version of that? Is when radio DJs whose career is just talking and laughing out loud in the microphone, they think that
They are stand-up comedian.
I can do comedy.
Wow, who's this?
Oh, so many over the years.
Who is this?
Over the years.
Okay,
so
okay.
many.
But I have to put the positive side of it as well.
Yes.
There are many people who have climbed to the top
Yeah.
and then
Diversified.
pivoted into humanitarianism.
Oh, okay.
There's a goal. So they've used their fame for extremely good.
Okay.
Like there have been YouTuber content creators, right, who have reached the top and
Yeah.
dove straight into like building homes in Africa.
Okay.
And using that to drive very big things. But again,
Shout out to
it's
them.
a means of getting there.
Yes.
Like some people know also like for example, I need to reach a certain level of fame. And then if I reach a level of fame, it counts as marketing towards what I want to sell.
Yes.
For example, Khairul Aming is one of the persons who has
shout out Khairul
navigated that immensely.
And
right?
Chunks and Dunks. Hey, shout out Chunks and
Hey.
Dunks.
Yeah. So
Asia Meal.
they've navigated even Burger Lab. Burger Lab was the pioneer of F&Bs who navigated social media so well that it brought along a good product and it just worked.
Yeah.
So there's both sides of the coin.
Yes, agree.
Some
agree.
people got burger to sell. Some people got only burger.
Yeah. However, we cannot deny it
cannot.
is more fun to shit on the bad
100%.
side.
100%. I think here's my theory.
Okay.
Every time you see a cringe post, right?
Yes.
And then you see the number of shares. Actually, it's not because it's inspirational. It's
makes
you are
sense.
sending it to your friends
To laugh.
and laughing about it.
But
I'm
that's
guilty of this.
But I feel like
Okay.
that's what the danger is, right? The creator will never know.
They will never know. They think,
oh, damn.
I'm them hot shit.
Oh, this
But
has
it's so
made me
bad.
feel very insecure. Now I have to go back and see which one people share.
Yeah.
It's a good.
So, okay.
It's a good thought.
Ming, you touched on this lightly just now. I asked you guys, as content creators
He
now,
touched many things.
which tickles your fancy?
Yes.
Which tickles your
Which
fancy?
tickles your fancy?
Okay. Yeah.
When your video view high, when your like is high, when your comment is high, when your ticket sale is high, or when people message you directly and oh my gosh,
Oh, okay.
or when you are stopped in public,
What we value lah. What we
which
value.
is the
Okay.
tickling of the fancies.
For me, what
Okay, because
tickle-
let's talk about the different aspects of who you are. Okay.
Okay.
There is
As a
prior to
doctor?
this, as a prior to this, it
music
was
doctor?
hey, you're the guy. Run. Let's get real.
Yes.
And then
After
hey,
that,
sip and
sip and
spill.
spill. Yes, correct.
Hey, now you are
New mic.
New mic.
New mic.
Hey,
Now-
academy
internal.
fantasia.
Oh, okay.
New mic only internal.
and then now it's all this, right?
Now it's the rest,
What
yeah.
is your ticklage?
The ticklish
Ticklish.
is comments for me.
You love people like
I
they
love
really
when
keen into your video.
people engage with the
You are
content.
truly account exec primo.
Yes, like likes nowadays is like
Oh,
okay,
wow.
you happy?
Wow.
You
Okay. Wow.
It's the
I agree,
comments
I agree.
that
It's true.
that
It's
really
true. It's true.
Yeah.
For example, I think two examples I can give. One is Steam.
Oh,
Right.
Steam.
Steam Keke.
Wow,
It's
he
one of
really
our
Steam
sip and
Keke.
spill video. Views not that high.
Yeah.
Likes not that high, but
But
the
the
cultural
lore.
impact.
Hey, no, for real. The cultural
The
impact.
cultural impact and the comments
Cross border already.
cross border.
Steam.
That's one.
Mm.
For my own personal content, I recently got this. Is the Vitagen video.
100%.
Views not that high.
Yeah.
Likes, but comment
Comment and then people buying.
and tagging
tagging
me.
you. That's the one.
Yes,
that's the one.
That's
Yes,
cool.
conversions.
Conversion. It's
So-
the impact of the video.
So
yeah.
social impact is the tickling.
Is the tickling.
I see. Guys, nice. So not 14K, 15K, 20K.
It helps.
Secondary tickling.
Second.
Okay.
I think that's more powerful actually. Like
Okay.
the
comment.
like people go out, they think of you
when they see the product. And I'm
That's
just waiting for the brand to reach out.
Yeah.
Hey, Vitagen.
Vitagen
Anytime,
sleeping, Vitagen.
Okay.
Okay.
What is your tickling?
What's your ticklish?
Oh.
My ticklish is actually or
People message you, I accept you for who you are.
Oh, okay, that would be very nice. That would
Everyone
be
was
very nice.
so proud of you, Jenhan.
But
Like,
in
just-
some version of that. Not me,
Oh.
but like because I guess most of my let's say I put comedy clip, right? It is to do with something I experienced or some observation or something.
Yeah.
They then tell me their personal stories.
Wow, I like that.
I like that. I like that.
Okay.
Like because I
okay.
appreciate like like sometimes the comments are like they don't warrant a reply. It's just like they just adding on like ha ha ha, this also happened, right? But sometimes things like
Three laughing emoji.
they have three laughing emoji, you don't know what to reply, right?
That's
But like
very-
sometimes they have their own personal experience
They share.
they share.
Yeah.
That to me is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not the 1.3 million views that that
That has like the Americans and global audience coming.
yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Understand?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's not about the
it's
views.
not about the 1.3 million view on Instagram.
Yeah,
That one
however,
video.
by the time this comes out, I don't know, 1.4 maybe. Who knows? No, but just kidding. But really, I think it's the connection.
Yeah.
For me, I feel like the connection is worth so much more.
Try to look past his 1.4. Try to look past the million
Yeah.
and see the connection.
Wow.
No, that's what he's trying to say.
What
like.
about you? Like
Wow.
for you, like there's there's TMT era, there's like your takeaway era, red flags era. It's like you're the father, your Haley's your daughter kind of thing.
So
There's
it's-
so many like
Wow.
parts, right?
Yeah.
10 years plus
So
today.
it's really weird. My highest self-validation is I tried something so out of feel and it works.
now,
What-
now
what- how
the
do you
reflex
know-
guy now, right?
So I start on a new idea or a new project
Yeah.
and you do it again. Wow,
Okay.
it works. Okay, done. I know that works, so we can put it in the guns. I'll go to another one. That works now. Let me try to do that.
So you like to create and see
Yeah.
it work.
That one is the basic to me. Like
But works to you is what? Like, is it the views, the
it
shares,
blows
the
up,
comments?
yeah. So it engages in like conversations. It goes in the views. It goes something just out of feel lah. Like I don't usually do. So like for example, when like the podcast like this setup, right? Like we drove it 200 episodes, and we've always been looking for that crack to make it work. Wow, when it worked,
I
that's
see.
it. I'm good.
He's kind of like a good host, you know, like basically it's like I set the room for wonderful things to happen, and then like I
When
go-
the flower bloomed there,
Ah.
yes. Now I know I can grow that flower already. I want another flower. So
Okay.
maybe my validation is the Hall of Laurels because it's more like
Laurel, I will,
the not Laurel. Laurel only got one. Sorry, it's like
Hall
a,
of Laurel
I'm a
is not-
collector. I'm a
But when
collector.
people say don't rest on your laurels, not rest. So a house,
Mine-
a house,
my laurels
of,
rest on me. No,
a
I mean,
house of backside.
the highs of backside.
Okay.
Like, I'm just collecting the gaping mechanisms, you know.
Okay.
So like I feel like the biggest validation to me is yes, I love it when people connect to something, but it's also to a point where the same feeling I felt when like, for example, Reflex took off.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, oh wow, okay, this works. And like, can I tweak something? And then when you guys were starting to pitch, sip, and spill, then we used a certain format of it and ran with Vivian's editing in it. Like, wow, that works. Yes.
Yeah.
Then we moved on to like, okay, can I try? Like recently, it was more of like, I'm just going to talk about stationery. Can that work? And it doesn't look like it, right? But I re-edited that video 5 to 7 times to try and find a balance where I feel like everyone will watch. And then it worked.
He's a tinkerer lah. Like
So-
a science to tinker on
Yeah.
stuff.
But I do not feel validation from collecting that like, wow, look at this, everyone look at that. Like I like, okay, great. I like that. Let's move. Let's go to the next one. And then stuff like I think recently I just wanted to do like, let me try to do a heartfelt thing for my wife, but I want to make it like if I was a Gen Z doing
Okay,
it.
I have a question now.
Yeah.
You like doing this, but we have to acknowledge that you have you have a name. You have a name in this world, right?
Yeah.
If you like doing this, and let's say the challenge is now you are forced to make a new account
Oh, I'll do it.
that don't have your face, don't have your name.
Yeah.
You will still enjoy.
That is what tickles my fancy. Like I like that. Like, can I do something totally new and I will maybe change the level of difficulty to how hard is it to blow up, for example?
Yeah.
Can I do it there and do it there and do it there and do it there? Yeah. So that is the validation I get. Like I have a very strong locus of like, if this worked to my fancy, oh, I like. Then everything else is like, okay, because doing like TMT for so many years, after a while it's like, I guess to a certain degree, like you say, the name helps. So I know with certainty, if let's say now, for example, if you put Ming and Graeme into this place, that will really work because of
Yeah.
the branding together. Because you know, you know that
It's a recognizable
Yeah.
thing, right?
correct.
Yeah.
So after a while, it's like, okay, I feel also like Ming also mentioned just now, there's a certain unfairness because there's also support.
Yeah.
You know these people are supporting, and these people are so good to you that no matter what you do, the positive feedback will always be positivity, like positivity, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I guess okay, we take out the beaten track, let's do something else. I like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, but that's me.
Pioneering.
I actually
Yeah.
forgot the question.
No,
Oh,
what
what
tickles
tickles your
your
fancy?
fancy?
Oh, the ticklish.
In terms of validation.
Okay.
Yeah, so my validation is when a new thing works.
Yeah.
So my next project is, can I do it but don't have me at all and something else work? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of thing lah.
I think before Ming Yu answer, right, there's another observation that I like to do online. Okay, I don't know if I will like,
We bleed only, don't worry.
don't know if I will chuchu yo. It's one thing that I try to tell myself not to do it is to like, hey, he's the Vitagen guy. He's this guy. It's one thing that I like.
You scared
You go to any creator, okay,
Yeah.
how you tell who they are or what they value, you see what they pin. Usually it's the 15 million view one,
100%.
they pin as the first
Correct.
video.
Ah.
I also have a few million views, but I keep telling myself, you cannot.
One video or collected your million?
I've
A few.
each
I
a few
see.
hit
Collection,
a million.
collection.
Individually.
Individually got a million.
Yeah, okay.
So I always tell myself, Graeme, you cannot pin this as the first one. So I pin my wedding,
Yeah.
my like
Yeah.
who I am, you know,
Correct.
things that
What's
are
your
important to
anchor?
me.
That one you pin.
What's my
Ah,
anchor?
ah.
Because when sometimes you go to their page, right, you see like 1,000, 2,000 views. Suddenly the 20 million view one is pinned as the
Oh,
first one. They want you to
Mm.
remember them as,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
I'm this person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you have pinned on your profile?
Yeah, so for me, very simple.
Yeah.
The next show I'm doing.
Correct.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
stand out
That's
like,
good. Yeah,
This
yeah.
is the next show I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
That was what it was made for. I
Yeah.
feel
Yeah,
that was
the
what
platform.
the function.
So I guess I'm using it in the most traditional uncle way, I guess.
okay.
Yeah.
So
But what is
yeah,
your-
I mean you've now gone from digital engagement
Yeah.
and now all the way to in-person engagement.
Yeah.
Not just stand up, but in-person sip and spill as well. You guys feel it on ground.
Yeah.
What is the tickling?
I think for me, like, it's a mix of all of this, right? It's
Yeah.
like wanting to do new things. That's why I'm constantly trying new things. Whether I make it or not is a different story.
Mm.
I think at the end of the day, like, what makes me happy is if I can make other people happy. Like, if I can, at the end of the day, make someone entertain or laugh or smile or be happy.
Yeah.
That's my like big.
Nice.
That's my big like takeaway. That's why comments are great.
Mm.
I don't like if the comments go about the topic. Like, if they are
I know what you
heavily
mean.
invested and like for example, like the Vitagen one, right?
Yeah.
If the comment section is people just fighting about Vitagen, then I'm like, okay, I started the conversation, but I don't
feel
know
like
if
I'm not
you
part
are
of it
getting
anymore.
angry.
Yeah.
Like, I
You are
want to
looking
know.
for a conversation.
I want people
Correct.
to like, oh my god, this is me. Then like they share. I like the sharing.
Yeah.
If
I
they're
like
in
the-
on it,
I like the conversation, but then if they start fighting and like you are stupid,
Yeah.
like they start fighting other people comments. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, take it easy,
I
guys.
become the audience suddenly.
Yeah.
Like-
So I
Oh God,
completely
so
okay.
dumb.
So like somehow your for you is the Vitagen thing,
Yeah.
right? So as of recording, yesterday is Father's Day.
Mm.
Okay. So I put up a post
Yes.
where
yeah.
I was talking to a friend and like she brought up her father died. Right?
Yeah.
So I suddenly become very competitive. I'm like, okay, my father died first. And somehow I think because of how light it is, the comments are like what I'm really enjoying is people like then telling about how their father died
Died also.
already and they should win.
I like that.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like it's not so much of like,
But then-
haha,
but
this is a
then-
wild
correct.
topic.
But the
that-
sentiment there is happy, is positive,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Because
Open
they
the
also,
door, yeah.
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 So those kind of conversation I like.
I love that.
Yeah.
I was
see.
I just came back from Malacca. I did a show, and on the first night there was a guy in the audience. So we sat in a weird configuration, 360 circle,
Mm.
and
Oh.
like I was constantly moving around. And there was one guy, this guy who's wearing specs. He was from Penang, but he works in Malacca. And throughout the whole show, right, he had his arms crossed,
Okay.
like that. And he
Ah.
sat like leaning back, that kind of,
Yeah.
So like
Equal,
obviously, I wanted to make sure that he was having a good time. But then after a while, when he didn't respond too much, then I just move on to the next
Yeah,
trap.
yeah.
After the show, he comes to me,
Yeah.
right? He shakes my hands and he asks a picture. And he's like, bro, I just want to let you know that I've been watching you since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I said, thanks. He said, you really, really helped me through a lot of dark times.
Beautiful.
And I'm like,
oh my god.
you see, it's weird, right? Because like, in person, this guy is just like,
Yeah.
you think he's not giving anything.
In stand-up comedy world, like
Yeah.
for us, when we say like there's a ghost in the audience, because like especially if it's a lineup show, right? Every comedian is trying to make that one person
Yeah.
just like relax and laugh.
Yeah, so like, it's so interesting because I thought this guy is like, actually, he come for what one?
Yeah, maybe he wasn't enjoying himself. Maybe
Yeah.
he came to be angry or something.
Yeah, something.
Right?
Then, but at the end of it, he was like, bro, I watched yourself since like the TMP times. I love your sip and spill. Then he's like, you really helped me through a lot of like dark times. And I can smile because of that.
Maybe
I'm
he
like,
was
what the
there
heck,
because he was
man?
trying to hold back his tears.
I was
Why you don't smile just now? Why you don't smile just now? I help you, right?
He just
Smile
trying to hold it together. You know, like,
Is that that kind of stuff to me means the world. And I think doing that now in stand-up comedy, for me, right, it's like, it's a different feeling altogether.
then
Yeah.
I asked, this is the really big turn in the road, all right? We've talked about all these kind of things, and I think objectively we know where, like, what's a parameter of success and what you're looking for, right? Be it a real conversation, be it the thing.
Yeah.
I think at some point, because we're so well versed with how the platform works, we know there's expectations of comments or likes or like, you know, and we feel good about it lah. I mean, yes, I like making things work, but also like if it strikes up a conversation and like, wow, they are having a really go at each other in the comments, I'm like, also good lah, right? I love it, right? But here's a question. Where do you think it starts to turn from objectively chasing numbers into attention seeking?
Oh, you.
Where do you think the chasms?
The chasm. I mean, if you have to shoot every day and post every day, buy new microphone.
That's when the chasm.
I saw you point at me, huh?
No. Okay, no. Because right, actually, it's a very good thing because we've been down this road multiple times, right? It starts with the best intentions.
I feel like, okay, so I understand the question, but I think it's a bit more nuanced, okay?
Okay.
Because let's say, in the best case scenario, in real life or whatever, you have a personality, you have whatever is your authenticity or your substance, right?
Yeah.
It may be of high value outside, but at the end of the day, it's digital is still more people will see you there than in real life, right? It's like that's why I'm forever up and coming. Right.
I see. You're never there.
You're never there.
Never
You're
there.
never there.
Humble.
I think when it gets attention seeking is when you start to do things that you know are not true to yourself.
Yeah.
People can smell that. I feel like people
Actually,
can smell that.
can smell.
Like when
And
Graeme,
I've
Graeme said the
noticed-
orange Vitagen is the best. Actually, he don't like Vitagen. He just putting the Vitagen there.
Which is like you can smell it, especially when suddenly, right? Like influencers will take a stand on something.
Hey,
Hey,
who?
this is too
Tell me.
close to home.
Tell me who.
Huh?
Tell me who. We'll bleep it out.
No, not. There's no who, but you know, suddenly it's like I'll make this my thing,
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
right? And like after a while, like I don't know how, but you can tell. You can tell when it's like you are just putting this on. You know, it's like imagine if like someone was like, I just really want to talk about my truth, right? But wow, the editing, like it's like FX CGI. I'm like, okay, there must be a limit as to like how
You mean like the
what do you want to say?
the
you know?
people who set up the camera, then take a step back, then start to cry,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
they edit it a
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
100%. I would ask you very clearly, right? Will you do this if the cameras weren't rolling? If
Okay.
people weren't watching, would you still suddenly be like, I want to try? Because the answer is always, I want to try what? Hey, try. Who
Okay,
knows?
I'm gonna try to further this question. So there is attention seeking.
Okay.
Right. Then what are your thoughts on narcissism?
Oh.
Because for me it's different. For me it's different.
Okay, can you
So
explain?
okay, let me try.
Please expand.
Okay, narcissistic people.
Okay, I try first.
Okay.
Attention seeking is like I want the spotlight to be on me. Right.
Okay.
Narcissism is like why the spotlight not on me? Like you expect it.
Oh, I see.
For me, I think.
I
That's
see.
good,
I
that's good way
see.
of
I
putting
see.
I think
I
But
think
you
not-
must think of yourself so highly that
narcissistic.
So like
example,
No,
right?
I'm gonna
no,
change
you're right.
the
You're right.
world,
Not
right?
all attention seekers are narcissistic.
Yeah, because
Okay.
some
Yeah.
okay, like it's like if you put a let's say like a thirst trap picture.
Okay,
okay.
Oh, we know that straps.
We know. Yeah, we know.
Okay. It could just be attention seeking, right?
Okay.
So like, because
Understand.
like I just want people to notice this,
Okay.
right? But if you put a picture and like I expect people to like this. I think that's narcissistic.
I see. I see.
Okay.
I
But
feel
also,
like it's
not all narcissists are attention seekers.
True.
Right?
True.
Because I feel like you wouldn't know also how it manifests itself.
Yeah, speak on your experience.
No, for real. I think in that case, I'm a narcissist for sure.
I think most comedians, like there is
100%.
some element of narcissism because it's like, here are my thoughts, enjoy.
Because
Right?
you see,
Lava.
I give you both perspectives, right?
Yeah.
One is I do something and I'm like, oh, I want people to see. So that's my attention seeking self,
Yes.
right? But then on the flip side is I will look at other people, he's so good, man, I'm better. That's my narcissism, right? Showing and but then I don't do anything about it.
I think
Then,
attention seeking,
okay.
yeah. Attention
So how-
seeking is an
how do you-
action, more of an action. Narcissism is a
Stay on
perspective.
mind.
It's a thought.
Yeah.
It's a thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because narcissism is attention seeking is like the world should look at me. I want the world to look at me.
This is what,
Right?
sorry?
That's-
Attention seeking.
Attention seeking.
I want the world to
I
look
want
at
the world
me.
to look at me.
Right? I want
I
the
do
world to
this
look
so
at myself.
the world
Correct.
looks at me.
Attention
Okay.
seeking, ma.
Yes.
Narcissism is the world looking at me, what?
Oh.
It's the expect. It's like, of course they're looking at me.
Okay,
You
yeah.
know,
Then
that's,
So
different.
that's narcissism.
Different.
Narcissism is why wouldn't the world look at me?
But it's a thought process, ma. It's
a
how you
perspective.
think.
Yeah,
It's a
it's a-
perspective
If
of
you
how you
don't
think.
vocalize that, I will know.
Okay, we ask these are
okay,
better. Now we are going into the genre.
Okay.
the genre.
As a person
As a person.
who also does a Christian podcast.
Okay,
Oi.
yes.
It's
Hey,
in the
let's
realm
get
of
real.
the Christian influencers.
Okay.
Where do you see the line between I'm making content to I'm attention seeker?
Wait!
Wow, eh.
Do you see the line or see the cross? It's two lines, baby.
Boy, that's good. That's good.
The intersection.
Not bad.
The
That's good.
intersection.
Okay. As a producer.
As a producer.
Oh, not as an influencer.
As a producer of
not-
Let's Get Real.
That's crazy.
Okay, the intention of the show is memang,
Correct. Intention is there.
Intention is there.
Intention is there.
but I think for me, creating content, how I draw that line is the real, like what you guys mentioned just now, right? Like who are you? Like, are you telling something that is from you? Is it from your character? Is it from your own story? Like taking back the Vitagen as an example again. It's
Again,
real.
Vitagen. How many times?
No, but it's real. Like I really only drink orange Vitagen,
Yeah.
and it's really something that I enjoy doing.
Correct.
And that's why I decided to make a content about it.
There's a genuinity behind
That's
it. lah.
yes, the genuine.
There's the reason why you did it is genuine.
Ah, correct. It's real.
Correct,
It's real.
correct,
That's why it's called
Let's get real. Oh
Real.
my
Real.
gosh. Okay.
because it's real. But I do get comments like, oh, what kind of stupid video is this? Again, bringing back the Vitagen video.
You know,
Bringing back the
you
Vitagen video.
are really are like a walking can of like orange Vitagen.
Why?
Same color, and then when I see you, my bowels move. You know, like
The hell?
so. How many times you used to mention
You never
Vitagen?
see it. You
No,
never
it's
see
a
it.
good example. It's a good
Yeah.
example.
So there's people
damn.
commenting like, oh, what kind of stupid video is this?
Okay.
What kind of
Right.
like,
Talking
grown-ass adult
about
talking about
Vitagen, what the
6-year-old
hell?
conversation or
But,
something like that.
but why though?
God.
I mean, there's haters, right?
Yeah,
Haters.
okay.
I mean, you will get
Other
it. lah.
people want
Oh.
validation other way lah. You know, wow, such a
Yeah.
great hater. You know.
So you still get
So you're
comments
saying
like
you don't
that.
like my comments, lah?
What's your comment?
Actually, I didn't comment.
I see.
fake account. What do you say?
But yeah, so like
understand.
how I draw that line personally is whether or not it's really something that it's real or not. Like you're
As
just
in-
making
as in
it up to
You believe
to get
in lah.
clout.
That's something you believe in.
Yeah,
Can I say something a bit dangerous to say?
Let's see.
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
see.
let's
yeah,
see.
I love danger.
Okay, this is one of the easiest way for me to determine whether someone's really making it for content
Okay.
or it's attention seeking.
Okay.
You know who is my example of this content? No.
Hey. You bleep again,
Even Wayan breaking already. Okay, she's gone already.
The comments of this video is just
How
guessing
many-
who is it that
People trying to read your lips at some
if you
point
all
already.
guess
okay?
correct, we put a
Okay,
like. Yeah.
you know who is the easiest example I can? This what genre? Pastors on social media.
Okay.
Pastors on social media.
Pastors on social media.
Okay.
I will follow them from, let's say, when they're unknown
Yes.
to when they've hit that turning point.
Uh,
Because when they start, because we're talking about intention, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
When you're doing Christian social media or religious social media,
Okay.
the intention is to talk about the topic.
Yeah.
It's about
About
God.
God,
It's
about
about
the Bible.
faith.
Yeah,
It's
about
about that.
faith.
But the turning point start to happen when, and this is something I pick up very fast, when the pastor starts to talk about how they are talking about the message, how they are preaching. Am I helping you instead of God? So I find that is what irks me about this vertical content where they make the message more about their ability to tell the message compared to God talking to you.
Okay.
You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
And it's very, very, very apparent of a lot of pastors. Like, they will say, like, let's say my name is Tom. Oh, Tom, you're really telling it to everyone today. Wow, Tom, you're really bringing it. I'm like, no, I don't care about you, Tom. You know,
Yeah.
like they make their content about them.
Yeah.
That's the attention seeking. For me, that's the red flag of attention seeking. Because, right, like you say, you can do anything genuinely, but your one covers the root of the content, right?
Yeah.
I cover where is the content going to. Is the content making good content, or the outcome of it, right, is to glorify my online fame and make me famouser. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Famous,
Yeah, I feel that those are like sex, because you see, right, coming back to comedians, right? It's a very, very simple outcome. How good you tell jokes, the outcome is people have a good laugh.
Oh, they'll buy ticket. Lor.
Yeah, because on stage, right, if you start to be narcissistic and attention seeking, right, no one's gonna laugh.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't say that about
Sell a lot of tickets. Sell a lot of tickets. It's
Okay.
great.
Okay.
But you know what I mean, right? You know what I mean,
get what
right?
you mean,
Okay,
but
okay.
I think we cannot simplify this too much, right? Because say in
Because
comedy,
to some people, they don't care about that.
Yes.
Yeah, but this is
Yeah.
my definition of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
If you're pointing to, let's say, okay, let's say I do a self-help video, right? The intention of self-help is very pure.
Okay.
I want people to, let's say, I want people to be more, be more humble.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll talk about instances about how do you promote humility.
Okay.
You know, be humble. But then every sentence I end, be like me lah.
I see.
Ah.
Okay, having said that, I
Ah.
think even with the best of intentions, and this is something we learn very fast in comedy, right? Is that you can do the best, you can be the most honest, most sincere. You can't please everybody.
Correct,
Somebody
correct.
is still gonna go like, yeah, bullshit.
So,
Yeah, you know?
100%. And I feel that that's why it's just my opinion.
Yeah,
Like I feel like no matter what, sure, humans are humans.
yeah.
You definitely won't get 10 out of 10. You know, you'll get like 8 out of 10 to people hater. No matter how good you do lah. But the attention seeking part to me is basically when you are glorifying, I see lah, in the content itself. Actually, they're not making the content for the content. They're making the content so that they look the best. That one is attention seeking to me. Like, for example, people go and help orphanage.
Okay.
To shoot it.
Yeah. I mean, shooting already to me is questionable. Like, why you want to document this?
Yeah.
But they portray themselves in such a way that it's like, wow, I am really a savior. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then it starts to get into a gray area.
Okay, now I have a question.
Ah.
Now that we talk about all of this, right, and like about attention seeking, about all that, is it wrong or not to want attention?
No,
Good question. I don't think it's wrong.
it's not.
Correct.
It's not wrong.
Yeah.
It's you like.
That's social media.
Yeah, it's social media. That's the game.
Therefore, I feel like what is worse is people pretending they don't want attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I
Okay.
give you an example of one person who I can think of very immediately.
Let's go, baby.
Oh boy.
Who,
Need to bleep,
No. This is the opposite. This is like if you're talking about everybody's social media, it's something that they're trying to show off about themselves.
Yeah.
Right. So for us, it's like our next show or our past successful show. Right. It's always something about like, look at me, I did this. You should remember me on
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Right.
Okay.
It's very curated.
Yes.
Instagram especially, curated until you want to die. One particular creator I know who I feel does not adhere to these rules is Zaki from Singapore.
Oi.
Your boyfriend.
I love Zaki.
He doesn't have the air of, look at me, I did this. You should
Yeah.
know me for this. He just do whatever he want.
Zaki came to our show in Singapore.
He had a legit.
I had a moment.
Had a
What
moment.
happened?
I had a
What
moment. Huh?
What happened?
For the first time, the Singapore earthquake, because the ground shook under my leg.
He peed himself.
My God.
I saw you posted. You took a picture with him.
Yeah.
No, but I
until
love-
today, I haven't washed my hands, Zaki.
Okay.
That's disgusting.
Well.
Zaki.
Okay.
But no, he has a content where he's abang handsome.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel there's such a play on it.
Yeah.
Like I love it because
he's
it's
so
like,
ironic with
he's
it.
so like in your face about
Yeah.
it, you know. But you can tell, like, I think in like, okay, for example, one of the persons like I also appreciate is our friend called Nadir.
Nadir. Yeah.
Freaking model like look,
This one is
freaking handsome boy,
he's the influencer.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he puts himself into places in parts of the world that he want to bring their culture and share it
Yeah.
with you.
I see.
He really does the work. And you can see when he shoot, right, it's not about him
Yeah.
looking at the angles
It's
of
about
camera.
the people in
He's
the street.
capturing the people.
Yeah,
He's
it's
telling their
crazy.
stories, you know.
So we are done talking about Zaki.
Yeah,
Oh, yes,
sorry,
we're done.
sorry.
Actually, we move past it. Do you want to talk more about Zaki though?
Yeah, actually, I like Zaki's friends also, the Mad Migos.
The Migos, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they're good. They're all good.
You can tell they're really good friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, I feel like they need another friend.
Okay.
Are you trying to
lah,
audition
is it?
for them
Is
at
it
this
you?
point? Like,
You're not a mud
we'll
lah,
send
bro.
in
You're
your
not a
audition
mud.
tape.
You're not a mud.
I can be, I will be for you, Zaki.
You convert for you guys.
Do you think at some point
Yes.
the drive to become attention seeking or the hustle online, Are you motivated by the fear of becoming irrelevant?
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Let's end on this one.
Let's end on this.
I'll
Let's
tell you
start with
what.
this
Can I start saying this? Okay.
Sorry, a
Are
question
you
again.
motivated by the fear of becoming irrelevant?
Or do you have that fear?
The fear of people just don't know who you are lah.
Wait,
Or like people
I
forget
still
you.
don't understand what you're asking. So you're
Okay. To keep on to be online, to hustle for the likes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just
you
void
keep
of that.
hustling because you're scared people don't know you. Is
Yeah.
that what you're
Like,
asking?
because
Or
out
you
of sight,
become
okay.
irrelevant.
The base question is, do you have a fear of becoming irrelevant?
Oh,
Like, do you have a fear of becoming forgotten
okay.
in your craft, in your career? Because a lot of this now also has to play with online presence, right? Out of sight, out of mind.
Oh my god, this is an angle that I never once considered, or because I'm foreign to the online world, right? But
It's so pure.
in comedy, like
If you go,
I
people
guess-
remember.
I guess like because every time you perform, you are judged for that performance,
Yes.
right? So there are many times like actually when you were in Malacca, I was in Perth, right? I did open mic there. Oh, I bombed. I died.
Mm.
They're like, it's one of those shows that is so sad that when you're talking, right, then you hear this.
Wow.
That is the most painful sound in the
Real.
comedy
You
show.
see the front row?
The yawn I don't mind because maybe it's a long day, but it's
Right.
So I got this.
Oh my god.
like a polite cough. You know, that one, oh, painful. Right. So you kind of like you doing badly or being irrelevant, like I guess irrelevant for that night, right? It's part of the journey, you know.
Wow.
Yeah. But now that you brought this up, I start to worry. I'm like, yeah, I
I'm
guess
sorry
so.
for sowing more fears into you. But yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the offline equivalent of.
Yeah.
But it's like one show. Is that considered like our one video?
No
But
lah.
you know,
It's just
I-
a general
one
thing
video.
of
I
it.
think
a general thing.
Now that I think of it, I think the question like you're asking is in the online world or in the digital medium, right? Like you are known. Okay, what if one day and I hope this day comes soon.
Yes.
just kidding.
Okay.
It's like people don't care about your Vitagen anymore,
Ah.
right? I think that's what you're asking.
Do
right?
you
Like,
have that fear? Yeah.
Actually, do you have that
You have
fear?
that fear?
It's
Now
more
that
yeah.
you've tasted
Tasted the
the
Vitagen.
flirt of audiences, who you?
I think growing up, I've always wanted to be famous.
Yeah.
I'm not shy to admit it.
Yeah.
I'm in like
I
drama
think all
club.
of us have this, yeah.
I make YouTube covers.
Front and center.
Shout out
Yeah.
YouTube. You know?
Shout out! YouTube could really use this shout out, man.
Shout out
shout out.
YouTube.
That's good.
Yeah.
How do you shout out a platform,
You know,
bro?
You know, when I'm on Instagram, I'm like posting stuff all the time
Sing a lot
on
of
my
song,
own. Last time, post like sing song and stuff. You know, I was a musician. You know,
Yeah.
in the-
Born to perform.
connected. We
You
are
like
here.
to perform.
I love to
A
perform.
performer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is irrelevance a performer's fear?
Last time,
Ah,
yes.
okay.
That's why I keep wanting to do it. But I think now I'm at a stage where I posted so many things over the years, right? It's like, like that, lor.
It's numbing out.
It's like, like that, lor. So now I think the climb being slow and long helped to not be afraid of being irrelevant because I've been irrelevant
Majority of the time,
majority
ah.
of the time.
Ah.
And especially like when Sip and Spill started to explode, I felt like, oh, wow, got attention already.
Okay.
But then it was very slow for me,
Right.
personal on like my own personal page. So it's
yeah.
always like only when I'm standing with you, then it's like, oh,
Yeah.
the Sip and Spill
I
guy.
remember
On my
at-
own,
at-
not
at
that much.
At the time, Sip and Spill, you were just like 5K only, right?
Yeah.
Followers.
2 actually when we first
Oh,
started,
bro.
2-3K.
Bro.
Yeah. When I met you, it was like around
Yeah,
5K.
5, yeah.
But it's a very slow
But I was
climb.
about 6, I think, at the time.
Okay. Enough. Yeah, so I think the climb has been really, really
Yeah.
slow. So that's why now when the burst came,
Yeah.
it didn't like, oh damn. It's just it felt the same.
But do you think now, because it's such a burst, right?
yeah.
Let's say like a year's or 2 years time,
Yeah.
you feel fear thinking that maybe people won't remember you next time. Already.
Oh.
I feel I haven't reached that
Or you haven't
Yeah.
peak that,
haven't
I feel
gotten used to it,
Yeah,
so that
correct,
you can fear it.
Yeah, because to
Correct.
be honest, I mean, like even in whatever, like our online is global, right?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people set their own ceiling very low because you're like, oh, I'm famous in this, but then there's billions of people out there more that you can
Yeah,
try to
yeah, yeah.
impress and try to get, right? But when it comes to irrelevance, I think a very real thing that often is not talked about is that most of the time, what makes us relevant is our livelihood. It becomes our livelihood.
Yeah.
So if you become irrelevant, then there is a fear of like, oh, I don't have job anymore. I think
For those forward-thinking ones, yes.
right?
It's not always
I
forward.
will admit, like my bane of whatever I've talked about just now in terms of like I don't really care about validation. It's my own laurels, right? Irrelevance is my absolute extreme
Fear.
Because if I do not succeed in pioneering stuff, I'm irrelevant. That's basically the formula for me.
Yeah.
So there was a time where after TMT, like we kind of like, okay lah, that's it lah. We know what to do, like that.
Yeah.
And it kind of like fizzled out because like, I think after a while, I don't know about you guys, but after you make the same thing again, it's like very boring, right?
Yeah.
The fear of irrelevance, right, was like, not really irrelevance, it was a fear of like, shit, am I a one-hit wonder? You know what I mean? Like I really, really struggled with like, was I just lucky?
So how did you come to
I
terms?
felt that after the KFC video. That was the first video
first one
that
that
kind of went viral.
Yeah.
Or then after it was the Academy Fantasia one.
Yeah. Then after that, I just felt like, oh damn, is it just a
So
one hit wonder?
I'll tell you my spiral. My spiral was mad, okay? We did the vlog video. Right? My first vlog video pop off. I'm like, okay, shit, am I just good for vlogs?
Yeah.
Then we did sketch video. Oh, pop off. Am I just good for sketches? Then we did short film video. Shit, am I just good for short films? And then you get to a point, right? I set a very unrealistic goal. If every year, my YouTube, right, if at least one video don't go viral, I'm doing bad. And to go viral on YouTube is, compared to today,
Damn hard.
realms harder lah. And I set a very I would say like very unrealistic goal of like, if I didn't go viral at least once this year, I failed my career this year. So it went to a point where it started scaling up. And then after it all, right, and this is at the same time where people like, you say, like today we have people who come up and say, oh my gosh, you really were our childhood. You helped me go this. It was to a point where like, wow, was my YouTube career just lucky? Yeah. Then that irrelevance fear scaled into like, I need to do more. I need to do different things. So that is the driving force behind like what I look for in terms of like my parameters of success.
And you guys were working together, right, doing the YouTube. So for me, as like I'm not part of that.
You're a lone wolf.
I'm the viewer, right?
Okay.
And also my work is on stage, right? I actually envy what you all have because you all at least in the down times kind of have each other.
You have me, bro.
Don't worry, now you have us.
Hey, this is a Zaki hand.
Oh, sorry. Now it's both of
But
us.
now it's Graeme and
I see.
Oh no!
But there is that irrelevance. What?
Because I'm more defeatist. I guess it's to do with personality also, right? Like I started when I was very young. I started performing like professionally. I think I was 18 years old.
Oh my gosh!
Right? And just kept going. So and the time the scene is much smaller. So I got so much opportunity to the point where I think the peak was like 2014. You remember Urbanscapes?
Urbanscape,
what
yeah.
a time.
Like, and this was not like the Urbanscapes.
This is before the Caterpillar disaster, right?
Before the fractured, like back here 111. It's like the big,
the mega one.
the mega one.
Malaysia's Coachella.
Yes.
It's
Like,
our Coachella.
They let me run one whole stage.
That's main
One whole
stage.
area, the main stage. And
Oh
then
my gosh!
I designed it to be a dictatorship, like dictator country, right? And I played I rode around Urbanscapes on a horse.
Actual horse.
I remember this.
Yeah, on a horse.
I remember this.
Yeah.
Bro, he big time, bro.
Damn.
Big time.
I watched. I rode the horse to watch OJ Law perform, and he's like singing, and he look at me like, "What's he doing on a horse?"
You had your outfit.
I had my
everything,
outfit.
right?
I had everything. So I planned the whole thing. Like,
Damn.
like I was given so much like creative power to kind of do that, right? And eventually it's like burnout. I don't know what to do because by myself.
Yeah.
So like I don't know how to cope. Or like, what else can I do? Because my joy is same like you. I like to make things, right? But I guess my spiral is, my time is up. Nyamala, don't wanna give up lah.
Oh my god.
That's how. But fortunately, somehow, because of the love of making things, like now I feel like I'm starting again, right? I enjoy it. I
I
enjoy
think
it.
it's like Malay Cyrus say, it's the climb.
It's the climb.
It's not the
climb.
journey, it's the climb.
There's always going to be another mountain. Yeah. No, you're right. I think in some way I tried to harness the fear of like being out of sync or being irrelevant, right? Because I felt it the most when I felt the joy of it the most when this like random 7-year-olds and the one kid primary school come out and say, "Hey, red flag Kuah." I felt the success. That was the biggest medal, right?
But also, why is the kid watching Reflex?
Also that I also have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
You see.
Mad.
Because TikTok's a free place. You know?
And also why they call you Coco?
Exactly, shut up.
It's what?
But you know what? That's why there's a double medal.
Papa.
But you know what I mean, right? Like I feel like today the real validation that I think I personally feel or the team is we've created something that goes beyond us.
Mm.
And I've always wanted that because last time, right, if don't have Ming, you don't have me, that's the bottleneck already, you know. Nothing works. It's like Happy New Year, lah. Like no matter what, we need to be there, we need to be present. Every shoot, every single thing. It felt to a point where I don't know whether the content is making us or we're making the content. Because it was such a symbiotic relationship, right? And at some point, it was really like, shucks, am I really just lucky? I think that was the biggest fear. So today, I can confidently say, like with everything, like I feel there's less of a fear, like you know the numbness that you feel like, you know, the majority of your time, let's say you were irrelevant or whatnot, right?
Yeah.
Like I feel like you are really in the favor of it's only uphill from here. For us, it was like, shucks, we can go downhill, we can go uphill. What is it now?
Yeah.
You know? And I think once I figured out that my parameter was use that fear to propel some sort of desperation or a very big drive to want to make something, right? Then I got over it, lah. But attention seeking, I feel like if we all became attention seeking, at least I'm happy to say that we have a circle around us that at least will say something. Like please don't put there. You know?
Okay, then I will say,
Yes.
I think it's very ironic that we are talking about attention seeking
Yeah,
on a podcast
100%.
You know,
Talking about
with-
ourselves.
with the two hottest,
Up and coming.
Upper coming
the two
lah.
uppers and the comingers.
Yeah, but guys, you know, everything is about, at the end of the day, it's just hypocrisy at this point.
Yeah.
You know, we're on social media still.
I don't know, man. I think that this jointed feeling,
Black
right?
Mirror shit.
This Black Mirror shit, right?
It is.
Is what makes me very shy to participate. You know, because like, how do you reconcile this feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Here's how I reconcile it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody's an attention seeker. Everybody is a narcissist.
Okay.
It's how much we want to admit it, it's how much we want to give in to it, and how much we manage it. Because I feel at the end of the day, right, you can say like, oh, I don't want to be influencer, but then you still post up pictures of what you're wearing, you go for concert, you want to be standing next to J Park, to Blackpink when they come, right? Just to get a glimpse so that you can post up and then people be like, oh my God,
You did
you
it.
went
You were
viral.
there.
But are you getting viral because you just stood next to a celebrity?
Yeah.
Right? People are just hungry for that.
Yeah.
So realistically, this podcast is what?
I don't know, but okay. So, but I enjoy, like, I tease Graeme a lot, but I do enjoy because it's you can tell, maybe because of we know each other, right? And like you can tell that like you are working on it not just for the fame, for the sake of fame,
Yeah.
right? I enjoy because this is such an ironic medium to try to like find your meaning, find whatever. You are not trying to find meaning in life, you know. Like you are already
Having a good time.
as broken as possible, right?
It's true.
So ultimately, right, it's just I am so happy to see Graeme's content because like my friend is having fun,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
that is the only way I can appreciate social media for me.
Yeah.
I was going to wrap up the episode by saying, right, you know, whatever we talk about, right, whatever we perceive what we're doing online, right, nobody gives a shit.
100%.
They will perceive it differently.
Yeah, exactly. Because at the end of the day, right, the people who come up to you, to your show, and say like, wow, you helped me get through a tough time. You really made me laugh. I really feel genuinity from you. Whether or not you showed up to the set that day or you showed up to your video feeling like shit, someone out there got a good laugh. That's their image of you.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, we can call each other out like, I actually think that video of yours was a bit attention seeking. But someone out there had
They
the
laugh.
best day of their life watching it.
And that is the
You know?
career of the influencer name.
We can't say it. Jolene got so many things
Yeah.
to bleep out at this point.
See
But you
what
know,
a big
yeah,
amount.
at the end of the day, I feel like as long I like Ming says, if a lot of people are just narcissistic and attention seeking, as long as you got a circle who can keep you in check,
Yeah.
that's all you need.
Find that circle.
Find that circle.
Find
lah.
that
Yeah,
circle.
maybe that's the
That's
the end point of this.
Yeah.
Maybe lah. Because you know, if
It's the
everyone's
friends we
attention-seeking-
make along the way.
Hopefully.
It's the journey.
Speaking of no friends and people who are narcissists, Jenhan, you got a show happening in Singapore?
Yes.
This one is
Yes.
no friend or narcissist.
Both.
Both.
Okay, both. So I need more friends.
Okay.
But very specific kind of
friends
friends.
who buy your tickets.
Friends with
Yeah.
money.
Correct.
Friends who live or go to Singapore
I see.
or is in Singapore on 18th to the 20th of July. Those are the friends
Before
I
and
need.
after, we don't really care.
Before, after, let's see how.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
But if you're in Singapore 18th to the 20th of July. I want to be your friend.
Yes.
Why?
I
Why?
see, I
And
see.
because my friend, I have a show called Like This, Like That.
Okay.
Okay.
I see.
To be honest, okay, I know this is a promo, but I really love this show. As a performer, I love this show. I've done this show a few times, right? But this time I'm rewriting the show,
Yeah.
right? And the show in the previous version like was nominated in Perth.
Okay.
Crazy.
Damn.
So I know international friendly. I know it's also family friendly. Yeah, so it's about my relationship with my dad.
Okay. Question.
Yeah.
Where and how can I get ticket?
You can get tickets from my website or my Instagram. 14.2k followers as of now.
Okay.
Yeah. Please come help.
Again now with the 40
Oh
okay.
my God.
Really, if these days online, I feel like most people know where to find tickets, right? It's just
yeah.
either the
Click
website or link in bio.
Click.
Just
Yeah.
fine lah. Just fine. lah.
Or for my friends who are in Singapore, Ticketmaster.
Okay.
Okay.
That's where it's at.
Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Tell us lah, are we all attention seekers or are there actually people who are good hearted lah?
If you watch until here, you just comment yes.
Yeah.
Just one word.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
yes,
yes,
then we
yes.
know. Who
Then we know
listen.
you watch until the end.
Oh no. How about the comment is look at me.
Too much.
Too much.
Too much hurdle.
Yeah,
too much hurdle.
too far.
Too many letters.
Yes,
Low
can,
point of
yes.
entry. Low point of
Yes.
entry.
Thank you for watching. God bless you.
See you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Oi, sit down lah.